Welcome to the reading of the Ballad of Missy Black.
Hey, Baz, play the Ballad of Missy Black. Again? Ugh, don't they all know it by now? Maybe so. How about you, sailor? Sure, you've heard the Ballad of Missy Black? Sing a strain of it for us. Away, away, away. It's a fine song. It's a fine story. And of course, you've heard it all, the rumors, the legends, dare I say. Have you heard how Captain Missy Black commandeered every ship in the East India Company? At least once.
Twice for the pretty ones.
How she strangled the sea monster with her bare hands. How she kissed King George III. You must have heard that one. It's her favorite. No? None of them?
Ah, that's fine, because they're all lies. Have you heard? They're very good lies.
Do you want to hear another lie?
Do you want to hear the truth? Because it's a fine day for it. Hands on deck, my friends.
Away, attend the tale of Missy Black. Haul away, haul away.
To know anything about Missy Black, you must start at the balcony of the Governor's Palace in New Haven, Connecticut at Christmastide,
87.
87.
87.
Yes.
Missy! Missy, you brat! Where are you hiding? Missy! Missy!
Shut up! Don't you know you're disturbing people's rest?
Oh, high and mighty are we? We want our daughter back!
I promise the governor ain't got her. Now back to the docks with you. Go on!
Say, wait!
Don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow maybe, or the day after.
What? Who are you?
I'm Missy. Missy Oliveira. Oh, and if you see a red ship out there, I meant to flip it off, but I haven't at the time. Would you mind?
Jericho, good fight?
Good fight. Was that everyone?
Not all of them. I say we drown her.
Where's the captain? I don't deal with little boys.
You'll deal with me all right, wench.
Then you hear this. If harm comes to me, you and every man with you will pay for it.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Dead men tell no tales is pretty pathetic. We're tired of hearing it. Dead men tell no tales. Dead men tell no tales. But considering how many survivors I left, I'm curious as to who will be paying us back.
I will.
Cornelius, hold your tongue.
Yes, Father.
Captain, I know my prospects are dire. I have no connections, no promise of reward, but...
Miss, if you had all the treasure in the world, it wouldn't spare you. It's a question of distractions. We can't expect the men to work their hardest with a woman aboard, not to mention the terrible luck you bring with you.
That's not what I was going to say.
That's so.
I already mentioned it to your son. But if you kill me in cold blood, your sins will find you out.
Oh, would you rather we heated up the blood first? Jericho, let's...
Cornelius! See what I mean, miss? Distractions. Go on!
Oh, Missy! I told you to be back.
Where are you going?
Square.
What's this? To this great national object, a navy, Union will contribute in various ways,
Rude. They're in favor of the ratification of the Constitution.
upturning it to rats.
What? No, that's terrifying. Why would you say that?
You said ratification. What were you doing at the governor's palace?
I live there. My father's the governor. I'm Danforth.
Sorry, we don't keep up on politics at my house.
What do you do?
pirate things. Or we did. My parents were exiled.
Why?
No one will tell me.
Damn it. Federalists.
Do we not like them?
We do not. But it's fine. What's important is the discourse is...
George Clinton?
Can I help you?
Good morning, ma'am. There's a gray error in these papers. So, George Clinton sent me to collect them.
Go take it.
Now you can put yours on.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm the
Broadsides up or down?
Up.
Door's clear. Some girl child just took the other.
I've seen more like this up the street. We'll get them next, eh?
We can't.
Can't?
It's not ethical.
See here, Mr. President. We're not committing treason. You're just letting me help. I like helping.
It's sweet, but
Come this way. In 2 minutes.
I should make her go home. This may not end in scandal for the Federalist Party and terrible trouble for me. We hope not. Honestly, Danforth, what else were you going to do this morning?
Danforth!
Oh my god.
I think
Tell him he won't listen to me because I'm a girl.
you're a liar, boy or girl.
And you are?
Cherith Allerton, Yale.
Huh, thrilling.
She says she's with George Clinton,
Technically, I am.
and she's with you?
She did come running for me, shouting my name.
Makes sense, don't it?
What's with the Federalist literature then, friend?
Oh, it's a prank.
It's what?
It's a prank. We're pretending to be Federalists to take down their broadsides. I'm gonna throw these away as soon as you leave. Now, if you don't mind, I appreciate your fervor for the self-determination of the state. We've got a lot to do.
We did it! We saved the Constitution. Ratified? Ratified?
What's this?
It's for celebrating. I stole it from my parents.
How do your ex-pirates do this? Should we get...
No, it's for you. I don't drink.
Oh, right, of course. Thank you.
No, what's more exciting than having a new constitution?
Nothing.
Wrong. I won my first fight today.
Fight? A fight?
Sword fight. The Hatter is teaching me. We should fight. Rich boys know how to fence.
Now?
Let's go. Yeah, you're drunk. I can beat you.
I am not fighting you and I am not drunk.
Missy, have we discussed the concept of voter fraud
Several times, Danny.
and why it's not good for democracy?
Yes, you mentioned that too.
All right, as long as you did it knowing what was what.
When are you gonna run for Congress?
Next time, maybe? I want to be governor, really, but it'll be hard to be running against my father.
And we would hate to see the old man sad and defeated.
You think I'd win?
You would, too, if I wasn't your only friend under 40. Besides, now that I know how easy it is to vote, I'll just find every woman I know, and we can elect you
can't
ourselves.
tell me, my God, I'm an accomplice.
Yes, now be grateful and put me in charge of the Navy.
No. Naval secretaries don't go out to sea. I'll buy you a ship instead. One like that? The red one? Did I say something wrong?
No, you're perfect. I just wasn't expecting to see them. That's my parents' ship, the Salacia.
Pirates.
But their shiny new captain, Jericho Black. Well, not new, but they haven't visited under his reign. Lord, not since I climbed onto your balcony.
It's been a while.
An excellent while.
Agreed. So what's he like? Captain Jericho Black.
I only met him once. Scrawny and anemic. So now he's either still scrawny and mean to compensate, or he bulked up massively and is just mean because.
Well, I can't wait to meet him.
Oh, yes, and I'll bring you home tonight when it's crawling full of pirates.
Your house is always full of
Oh,
pirates.
more so today. I guarantee that every pirate and ex-pirate in Connecticut has come to drink us dry, sing about sex, and kiss Captain Black's anemic little ass.
I take it you'd like to stay late and talk politics?
Oh, God, yes. I want out of this house so bad.
I know. Alright, explain yourself. You go to all that trouble to vote illegally, and you go and vote for Talmadge.
Danny, you know I can't stand these ancient career politicians.
There was a lass called Missy who dreamed of open sea. Her father was a nasty man, her mother was a thief. Every night when the moon was bright, she sought to get away. The stars, they heard the lady's words, haul away, take me away. Away, haul away, haul away.
Danforth! For God's sake, let that girl go home and go to bed!
Ooh, you think that's your father's hint that we've been too loud?
It must be.
Poor governor. The party must be long over.
Shall I walk you home?
I'm fine. Go get some sleep. Missy Collins. Mrs. Collins. Damn it. Danforth, you're the only good guy I know, and I can't imagine life without you. And I am sick of chaperones always stalking us, so I'm gonna marry you, damn it. Tomorrow. You think I can sneak in without waking up my parents? I thought so too. If I know anywhere that's piled with snoring drunks right now, it's that overpriced ale shack. That weird passion project of my father's. That dump under the docks. The... What the hell?
Watch it, mamselle! Oh, why, here's the bride-to-be! And that toast we were saving!
Oh, many happy returns, sweet girl. Give your own cupid.
That's for a birthday, you dumb cow.
Come here, Hannah! Good luck!
Okay.
Oh God, I wish it was me. It's so handsome. Am I gonna look at my lousy man one more time? I'll kill myself.
You look great, so happy!
Let me through!
Doesn't she look happy?
Mama, why are your awful friends still here?
Oh, we kicked them out at midnight, but it turned into an engagement party, so they all came back. But you showed up, by the way. I didn't care, but you know your father was hurt.
Why do they think that I'm engaged?
Well, you are.
To who?
To Captain Black.
Does Captain Black know, or were you and the old man playing that party game where you like to convince drunk people of exciting lies?
It's very official. You know Florence's cannon kept safe for her? God bless her.
That thing we prop kegs up with? The dusty thing with gears?
Turns out that's what her son he was looking for. Your father almost handed it over, but I recall the deal we had with the Blacks. When you and little Jericho were hardly talking.
Well, we still don't talk.
You know I meant his babies. Don't be a bitch.
So the deal?
We promised you, of course. The cannon is his parents' wedding present if he marries you.
Well, that's cute, but that hasn't been the plan since 1780.
The wedding is in the morning. I hung a dress on your door.
You're a liar. You're a witch. I won't do this. I won't.
Rat!
I won't.
If this is your attitude to marriage, it'll be much worse for you.
Oh, marriage. You're not parents, you're pimps. You'll let that dirty son of your dirty friends take me to bed.
Bed? Who said bed?
What do men marry for,
Bed.
huh? He's gonna say bed, and then you're gonna say, oh, go on, darling. It's your parents' wish.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Danny's. And the next one of you that sees Captain Black, you can tell him that he'll screw himself and his figurehead before he ever screws me. Excuse me.
There they are.
You wanted to speak to me?
I really didn't.
A toast to Jericho Black and his new bride!
want to tell you that you'll screw yourself and your figurehead before you ever screw me.
I heard that. I also want to speak to you.
Drown yourself.
Yes, I'm not going to rabbit you. I don't even want to marry you. So, your parents seem hellbound to keep this part of theirs.
Welcome to it.
But what good would this even be? I don't see you wading ashore with knitted socks or anything.
So let's call it off, don't you think?
I didn't come all this way to leave without my cannon. I'll have what's mine. Which apparently means a wedding, and per your parents, expensive gifts for the bride's family.
I wondered what their stake was.
They hinted very subtly. I could take it by force, but I'm supposed to be relaxing. So it's down to you. And no one's asked you what you want?
To not marry.
That's what you don't want. What do you want?
I want out of this house.
Then, I have a proposition. If I may. Do marry me. Come with us. No one will touch you on my honor, and I'll set you ashore in Ireland with money to live or travel. You'll never hear from me again. You can say I was lost at sea and remarry or whatever.
What is it? 6 weeks to cross and 6 home? Lest we drown or get struck by disease. Or I could be killed right on deck. No offense to your good word, Captain. There is a chance that I could be killed right in front of my door.
Are my terms acceptable, Miss Oliveira?
They are. Is there a way that pirates seal deals, spit and shake, blood oath?
Not pirates like me. I'll see you in the morning. Oh. Probably should have seen that.
I don't believe in bad luck.
Good for you.
The church is still unoccupied if you'd rather.
Nonsense! Old family tradition in Brazil. Daughters marrying at home.
So no one can see the bump.
Ayo. Ari, if you disrespect my daughter like that again, I will lace your nipples like a corset and pull.
I'll find the bride! Make sure she isn't climbing out a window, eh, father?
She won't be.
The captain is confident. We like that! No one would leave Jericho Black at the altar, says he, when he gets a lady. He gets one, says he.
Still blow a hole in the wall right there. Wheel your cannon right out.
No, we couldn't.
God, Captain, you've always made your own choices. Good counsel be damned.
Cornelius, it's what you love about me. Balthazar, strike up a song.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
A wedding song, Balthazar.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Fine.
Ask if I can play. Has anybody ever bothered to ask what song? How am I supposed to know he doesn't want a shanty? Everybody likes shanties.
I know, we all do.
We are gathered in sight of God to join this man, this woman, in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate, not to be enterprised, nor taken in hand lightly or wantonly.
Thank God that's over.
Sorry.
Thank God that's over. Feel alright?
Not great. I'm sorry. Ready.
Okay. Thank God that's over. You feel alright?
Not great.
More ceremony than I like in my sham weddings. Well, we sail with the tides, so...
Oh my god, I have to say goodbye. I'll come back, I promise.
I'm not worried. Keep loading in. I'll be back before you sail. You?
If either of you know any impediment why ye may not be joined,
Skip ahead, Padre.
it's a prescribed text.
I understand you, but perhaps you will understand when I repeat. Skip ahead.
Since there are no impediments, Missy, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband? Wilt thou obey him and serve him, love, honor, and keep him, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
I didn't expect to see you wait. Is that a wedding dress? Missy, what happened?
I had a wedding.
What?
This is Captain Jericho Black of the Salacia that I might have mentioned before, maybe.
Are you safe? Do you need help?
No, I agreed to it. Danny, it's so complicated. But I'll be home in time to campaign for you for governor.
We gotta go.
And to obey.
That's the tide. But don't worry, I fall off of things like a big mangy cat. And you've seen me fall off of things, you know.
Be safe. Make good choices.
As soon as I leave. You promise? That's my wedding present.
My God. Missy! Godspeed.
I will keep that in the safe. The ring. So.
Where's the ring?
While you're away, I put it in the safe. I'll put it in the safe for a safe deposit.
Hands off! You've had your price. Consider it a deposit.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I be wed.
With my body I thee worship.
With what? No, it's fine. I just keep going.
Those whom God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Welcome aboard, Mrs. Black.
After much persuasion, he got her aboard. Let the winds blow high or blow low.
What the hell?
The law finally came for the elephant. Tough for Mama and Papa since their stolen things are on display today instead of stuffed under their bed.
Why do you look pleased?
It's my wedding present.
After much persuasion, he got her aboard. Let the winds blow high or blow low. He's invited her down to his cabin below. Here's adieu to all sorrow and care, care, care. Here's adieu to all sorrow and care.
So she's coming to Claire?
Those are the terms.
Huh.
Master Sharp, you speak for the crew. Please decipher their sour looks for me.
They're worried, as am I. It's sketchy enough crossing at this time of year. She's a new variable.
It's not like she's navigating.
She'll be aboard, though.
Peculiar timing. The raid on the elephant. Isn't it peculiar, wouldn't you say, Captain?
I don't like it, but We make our own luck aboard the Salacia. I promise her safe passage, and the man who gives her trouble will learn what bad luck really looks like. You understand? Yeah, my mother's inventions.
I didn't know Florence Black was the inventor of a ship in a bottle.
That's decorative.
Where am I going to sleep tonight?
Oh, in the bed, of course.
Is that right?
Put your hackles down. I'm sleeping with the crew. I'm sure we'll all get along. Merry like a school of mermaids. Is that what you say on shore?
Why do you ask like that?
Well, merry isn't exactly the word we use out here. Well, I wish you a pleasant voyage, Miss...
Missy's fine.
Well, then I guess it's only fair that you can call me Jericho.
Thank you, Captain.
Good night.
He placed her away in his cabin below. Let the winds blow high or blow low.
Ugh! Guys never let me have anything.
Come in.
Good morning. Might I trouble you for use of my chair?
Go ahead.
Nice.
Longitudes and latitudes?
Oh, no, that's a ship's log. This is for me. Feelings and details of the voyage's worth memory.
And what are your feelings?
I hope my wife will forgive me for leaving some things private. The Sea Chronicles of the Ship Salacia, 8 September 1798. What novelty this voyage, a lady passenger. This ought to be a nightmare.
Why do you have this?
It's nice and pretty and expensive and looks a whole lot better than the wall.
Well, if it's for overnight guests, you can tell me. I won't be scandalized. Now, look away.
Bennett warns in the usual tone for ways I've disappointed the crew that 3 men show early signs of scurvy. You recall, dear Sea Chronicles, I said we don't live on baked beans and vodka in my ship. And who wrote a play praising self-rule and against the evils of citrus fruits? Hopefully this teaches them a lesson on theater. Missy hasn't talked to me in 2 days.
What's that?
What? Oh, it's a fish.
Well, it had really well articulated arms to be fish.
Don't take this wrong, but I really hope you're seeing things. Who is it?
Rudy, Captain.
Come on in, Rudy.
Bennett told Ari to tell you, but Ari has the runs. So, he made me. 4 our water barrels is mildewed and ruined.
Those were to be checked before we sail. Don't shrug at me. How much is 4?
Most of it.
I gathered. Do we have to turn around?
Yeah, I got plenty of liquor.
Then sail on, sir.
You don't think they'll blame me, do you?
I wouldn't worry about it. First month of marriage flies by. Oops. I would have... Frick. I lost my place. What page are we on? I wish I had asked my parents more about it, but what could they have said? They're always baffled by things they couldn't fix with clockwork. It could improve our mood with clockwork.
I'm gonna throw this overboard.
No, you aren't.
It's not worth anything.
I don't think you should leave.
I'm sorry, Captain. I didn't realize that I was confined to quarters.
I wouldn't dare confine you anywhere, madam. I just suggest you stay indoors. A storm is chasing us.
Well, I do love storms.
And the crew's potentially violent misogyny would make your appearance unpleasant for everyone.
What does that mean?
Simply that there's a notion, outdated perhaps, but pervasive, that bringing you on board was tantamount to, I don't know, bringing a whole bunch of black cats on deck.
Well, I wish there were cats on deck.
I wish so too.
But that's dumb.
It doesn't make no sense. It's mostly a joke. Half these men go to sea to practice masculinity without distraction.
That's why you turn pirate? To have a big floating brotherhood of brothers?
God, no, but it follows, doesn't it? Add women and you add jealousy, infighting, and it's not all social. Unexplainable things keep happening.
Like what?
Well, within your first 10 minutes on deck, our favorite New Haven haunt went down.
That's not unexplainable. You could explain that.
Do you want me to?
No.
No. Jesus, listen, I promise you'd be safe, and I meant it. I would ask that you keep out of their way.
As you like. Is that done?
I guess.
Well, good. I wouldn't want you to have to spend too much time with me and then trigger your potentially violent misogyny. Oh, was that not about you? Are you one of the goodies?
I try my best. I endeavor to do better.
Okay, this one called F sounds like this. No, it doesn't. Hang on. No, guys, I got it.
I've not slept in the forecastle. I'd ask Missy to let me in to sleep on her floor, but she's too smart to trust the insomnia gambit, even if it is about my insomnia.
Poor thing. Don't you wish I'd offered my cabin?
I'm out of touch with the hands before the mast, and the trash talk is better with them.
Well, because it's about me.
Oh, gossip queen of the Gibraltar Master Cornelia Sharp.
Ooh.
Let the trash talk with Missy. Fantastic.
That's not the talk these days.
Oh.
Nah! Turtle talk is a fellow we know that tamed the shrew, except he didn't tame her good enough, and now he's slung on a hammock with the rest of us. Hear that one, Bennett?
I heard.
Ah.
Did you hear about the one where I cuckolded him?
Shut up, Ari.
Ari in her virgin breast first raised a tender sigh. The wish obtained, the lover blessed, and left the maid to die.
Actually, shut up.
Master Killian has a
I'm
point.
killing him here.
I'm supporting you. As I said, if the captain won't do his husbandly duty, it's only decent for us to step in.
I wonder what she is like in bed.
Why don't you ask me?
Never.
I did! Last time we were at the Red Elephant.
I try, Baz, but last time we were at the elephant, you were a kid.
You were a child.
Yeah. Me too.
So Balthazar's off his rocker as usual. Well, if you ain't Ari, tell her what's she like in bed.
You don't want me to tell.
Please, more details.
If you knew what I knew, you'd ram down that door for proof.
Oh!
Knock it off.
Details.
Don't mind if I scream.
Ari!
What?
Knock it off. Dan?
What happened?
The mask broke. Nothing to worry about. What are you guys staring at?
Huh.
Let's get this cleaned up.
I come in, my handwriting goes to hell when I'm with the crew.
And how would future readers know your feelings?
The mast was mended easily enough, but we are straight out of water. Let me get you a drink.
I'm fine, I promise.
It's not for your sake. I don't care to have visitors meet your shriveled corpse behind my dressing curtain.
Well, then throw it overboard. Let's be sensible here.
A drink at sea never killed anyone who didn't deserve it.
Go on.
This is where the quality stuff hides from the riffraff.
Well, if you're showing me, then the riffraff have found it. There was a fair maiden who lived all alone. She lived all alone on the shore. There was nothing she could find to comfort her mind, but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore. 'Twas of a fair captain who sailed the salt sea. Let the wind blow high or blow low. I will die, this young captain did cry. If I can't get that maid from the shore, shore, shore. If I can't get that maid from the shore.
I think I don't know how that song ends. But I do. And I have a tight hand on my sword. Shall I refill?
That'll be 5, Captain.
I'm counting 2, shall I?
Go on. Mermaids!
Mermaids?
And don't tell me that I mistook them for sea cows. I think I should know what a woman looks
Never.
like.
It's much too cold for sea cows. Much too cold.
The sea's a bit bigger than the New Haven Harbor, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit. Where's that dress you were keen to throw overboard?
Why?
You still want to?
So we agreed that my parents cooked up the contract that night, right?
Oh, absolutely. You still came with me, though.
Well, you made a better offer than calling my mama a liar and offering a concussion. And no money.
I have tried not to give you a concussion.
God, you must think that the bar to impress me so low.
Of course not. Or else it'd be even more depressing if I fail. Time for the grand gesture.
Yeah!
Go, get to the cabin.
It wasn't me!
Go!
How was it?
Oh, God, awful.
Come in, boys. Everyone's decent.
I should have you flogged. Abandoning your posts in a storm?
Bennett went over.
Oh.
It's time we discuss your bold decision of bringing a woman aboard.
Already discussed it.
And then we were beset by a string of costly disasters that just killed the only decent man on ship. So I think we should re-open the conversation.
You're right to think that this has been a rotten trip, but
You say we make our own luck on the Salacia. Want to blame us? Maybe she's making her own luck too. Bad luck.
that's her cannon. Isn't that good luck?
We haven't seen any good come from it. Jerry, I'm sure the sex is great. And I know you're a man who likes to keep his promises, but you've got to take care of your crew. You've got to.
Not like this.
Then I'll do it. You can thank me when I'm done. Bitch goes overboard!
Oh, it'll take a lot more than a mute.
Toss him too!
Leave him alone! Christ, leave him alone! You leave me alone. You lock this door and put me safely ashore like you promised, or I'll shove that cut-off hand of yours so far up your ass, you'll be coughing up your own breast bones.
I'm going to enjoy killing you.
No! Please save him too, please.
What's the matter?
Please, please.
Oh, well, in good news, it won't take us long to explore the island. Oh, hey, are you hurt?
I don't know.
Well, did it hurt you?
No, I don't know.
What do you need?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know where we are, and we're gonna die for nothing. And I'm so cold.
Jesus. Come here. You said you were cold. Come on.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry.
And I can't even hold a grudge because you got yours for trusting them, didn't you?
No joke. Maybe you are bad luck, madam. Curse this sand. But that's not fair, is it? After all, you swam us ashore. My good luck girl.
I didn't do that. That was the mermaids.
The what?
The mermaids rescued us.
Well, bedtime.
What?
I prefer we deal with bizarre revelations tomorrow.
Well, I say we deal with bizarre revelations today. You're not captain here.
I'm not captain anywhere, thanks for reminding me.
Are you asleep?
No.
Why couldn't we have been marooned on a Caribbean isle somewhere with dry sand and coconuts?
Oh, we've all been marooned on the Caribbean, and trust me, you get sick of the coconuts.
Well, I haven't. Eating coconuts and not freezing would be quite novel for me.
If we get out of here, I'll take you there, and you can eat all the coconuts you want.
Have you really been marooned?
It was a shipwreck, actually.
How was it?
Oh, we shouted at each other for a couple days. Cornelia shot the bosun, and Navy rescued us the next morning. What happened to us?
I don't know. I felt so strange under the water.
Drowning is a strange feeling.
I know what drowning feels like. That was not that. Oh, her!
Jesus Christ.
What was that for?
Nothing. Instinct. If something happened to you out here with no supplies.
Tell me something stupid.
Something stupid.
Yes, please.
Generally thought you'd marry me.
Why?
Well, how did I know you'd be so little like your rotten parents? I thought it'd be hard to dump you at the end, but the whole hassle was getting you to start with. I had to write a whole new persuasion speech.
What? After I said that you would
The colorful piece about my figurehead, yes, it made things really difficult. Because that was also the moment I most wanted to take you with us.
You said you didn't want to.
To marry you? No, but by God, I wanted to hear you keep talking.
That is pretty stupid.
I will die, this young captain did cry. If I can't get that maid from the shore, shore. If I can't get that maid from the shore.
days is this?
4? Or it will be by morning.
I wish the mermaid would come back.
Why?
Because I'd like to thank her for saving our lives, first off.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so glad that they're real. After all my father's stories of vicious women and bad omens, you know? I knew he was full of it. And how exciting to meet them just when we needed their help.
Absolutely.
Why are you so uncomfortable when I talk about mermaids?
I'm sure I don't know what you
Oh, right,
mean.
yeah, absolutely.
You say the mermaids rescued us. Us, you keep saying.
Yeah, they did.
Why did she save me?
Why wouldn't she?
Why did she, though?
Because I asked her to.
First of all, thank you. Truly, thank you. I just don't trust her.
But you don't trust anybody, do you? Jericho?
I think she might be a ghost.
There aren't ghosts.
Oh, really? Mistress of the Seas, you've seen everything. I tell you, I watched that woman drown. Now I'm being haunted for not stopping it.
Why this one?
What?
You've killed a lot of people. Why do you think that this one is the one that's haunted you?
Psst. Oh!
Captain, give us some time with our sister.
Do you mind? We'll be quick.
If you ask it.
Are you a ghost? Sorry, it's just Jericho swears that he saw you drown.
He did, but I am no ghost.
Then what are you?
I'm a woman, like you, drowned by men who called me bad luck.
Bastards.
The bastards. It happened to all of us, in one way or another. It nearly happened to you. I imagine you felt the beginnings of it.
And Jericho was there for yours?
Of course. It was your very ship, the same men who threw you to the storm.
Why were you following us?
I heard they had taken a woman passenger, so we kept watch in case of the worst. Can I be perhaps harshly honest?
Go on.
I've led this clan for almost 10 years. I do my best, we do our best, to help new mermaids start over, stay safe. But the world is not safe. Healing survivors is noble, but I'm so helpless to stop violence before it begins.
I understand. Before he comes back, did he help them when you...
He was young and scared. He didn't stop them. Which is not helping, but it isn't helping either. I would have been sorry, ultimately, if I'd let him drown, so it's best you spoke up for him.
Well, it's like I always say,
It's true. Mallory has a saying. She says,
I say dead men can't become good men.
and you two have as fair a chance of making good as anyone.
I may have an idea already.
Oh, I'm out of practice. I'm such a mess. Rot! You willingly misled me so I'd go gentle on you.
Is that your excuse?
Excuses are for babies. Come, madame. Let's be done for the evening and go fishing.
Fishing? Jesus, you're a boring pirate.
I haven't had lunch!
Then let me win!
I don't let people win.
You said that I tricked you into being gentle. All men do is lie.
Can I kiss you?
On your next hit.
That was your hit.
Then it's my prize.
What would you do if you could leave?
Easy, I'd see Brazil finally. You?
You'll think me immeasurably shallow, but I want my cannon.
You and that cannon.
All I had when you met me, I had to take. This is mine, by right. Also, she can blow a ship, clean it too. Out of stern.
Oh, well then yes. So what do? Hunt down the Salacia and then put every man of her to the sword?
That is perhaps 7/10 of the dream.
And the other 3?
It's you with me.
I'm no pirate and I won't be.
Aren't you? I mean, you've stolen to survive, fought for honor. Has fine society not kicked at you all your life? Don't you want to kick back?
You make it sound so pretty and honorable, but my parents were pirates too, and if I ever became a petty, selfish killer, well, I'd hang myself and save the government the trouble, wouldn't I?
Do you think so? Live with me.
Understand the question.
If murder is a pirate's first resort, he's too stupid for anything else. Do you think that of me?
I've always heard that Jericho Black was a clever man keeping his madmen on a thin leash.
Imagine what I can do with a crew that shares my vision.
Well, let's see it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we take your cannon back, if you can do it as cleverly as you say. Are my terms acceptable, Captain Black?
They are. God, I just got these things dry.
I guess you'll have to take them off again, won't you?
Shameless wench.
Do you mind? I wonder if the boat's here yet.
Boat?
Yes, boat.
Boat?
The mermaids said that they were bringing us one.
Madam, how long have you had a boat up your sleeve?
Selma wants to make the Salacia a less efficient vehicle for misogyny, so I said we could do that, but not from here. They said that they would offer us a boat, and she knows the second one that they'll raise.
We're avenging mermaids now?
Do you mind?
Don't start getting mad at me. No, I don't.
So the last thing Missy Black, away, all away.
What is this place?
Clare Island, ancestral home of the O'Malley clan. They're long gone, but the sympathy to pirates lingers in its bones. Thank you, Lady Clare.
And we'll find a crew here?
One man, but the only one who counts, if you ask me. What you did. Mrs. Powers. Remember me?
Jericho Black. I'll forgive you for not visiting sooner if you introduce this beautiful lady.
Mrs. Powers, this is,
Say your wife.
Are you sure?
For now, anyway.
For now.
It's been a complicated few months. Mrs. Powers, may I introduce my wife, Missy. Missy, this is a dear, dear friend. Where's your brother?
Inside. Keone.
Holy! You're a mess! What happened to the celebrity pirate captain?
I got marooned.
By who? Cornelius.
Don't act so shocked.
Neither of you are as good at hiding your hatred as you thought you were.
Oh, shut up. I assume you've had enough retirement? We need your talents.
Who's we?
Right now, the wife and I.
The wife?!
Missy Nay Oliveira. You recall the red elephant Oliveras?
Our favorites.
They tricked me into marrying her for mother's kin, which Cornelius now has. Missy, this is Keone, my best friend and the only man I trust to steer me safe. He is good at navigation because he's attuned to the natural mysticism of the islands.
There is no natural mysticism of the islands.
There is.
There is. But I'm just the best navigator on this stupid ocean. So what are you sailing?
One at the harbor if you're down for the two-man maneuver.
Go find the neighbor cat. It's doing tricks. You'll love it.
Oh.
Should I go with you?
It's your choice.
No, but should I?
If you get out of the house, I get more dungeon than callers.
I'm with you.
Where are you bound?
We'll follow the Salacia and build a crew if we find good people. I wish you could join us.
If you're still sailing when Hannah is grown, come find me. Now, unless I'm mistaken, you've got a ship to catch.
Bye. Have a good one.
Take care of the house.
Nice meeting you.
So what ship are you looking at?
White one at the north end of the dock, called the Pretty Lydia or some nightmare, but we'll change it, of course.
The luxury yacht?
We deserve the finest.
So how do you plan on getting your stolen pleasure vessel past the harbor master?
We don't steal it, we buy it.
Excuse me?
I bet that the mermaids know every sunken treasure in the Atlantic. So long as we look like paying customers. We'll just clear out a clothesline on the way. Surely that'll be enough.
You look great. Barely sufficient, madam, for a vessel of this caliber. 4 spacious cabins. Cargo for a transatlantic voyage and an average speed of 10 knots. Indeed I do, Mr. Black. Nothing like sipping sherry on the aft deck, outrunning the fathers of my dear mistresses. A little home on the water. That's what it is, Mr. Black. A little home on the water. She's hard to part with.
Interesting, since you were happy to haul our insufficient money on board. Maybe you meant to take it and then go back on your deal. Are you a pirate?
A what?
A pirate.
You are familiar with piracy, right,
Why?
sir?
Why, of course.
I bet this isn't even your ship. Crawled up from your little pirate boat. Did you steal it? Familiar with piracy. You're despicable. Take our money and be grateful.
You were Jericho shipping? Yeah, our whole childhood.
How'd you like it, being a pirate?
It's the only thing either of us really are any good at.
Why'd you leave?
Powers dumped my sister here. No baby, no English. Someone had to stay to keep an eye on things and shoot him if he ever came back.
Did he come back?
Hey Jer, I almost forgot to tell you, Jamie came by last year. He didn't even recognize us.
Well, yeah. That's because you looked like a baby until you were 19 and all of a sudden you were 25.
Yeah, but we don't exactly look like Irishmen, is my point.
I never realized how much I miss you till I see you.
Azelma,
How was the ship?
she's the nicest ship in the world. I'm so happy. Azelma, how do I send a letter at sea?
We can take it.
Oh, I don't want to be a bother.
One of us is always coming or going. It's the least I can do for someone who's helping me so much.
I haven't done anything yet.
You will.
November 2nd, 1798. Dear Danforth, I'm not dead. Captain Black and I bonded over being marooned and nearly drowned, but not quite. And now we're stealing a cannon to defend the mermaids from those mutinous bastards. This is the longest you and I have ever gone without speaking, and it's lousy, even if it was an accident. So here I am, speaking again. Right soon. Lots of love, your Missy.
I thought New Haven was quiet.
Not my house, and not anymore. This is eerie. Come, little Penzance.
They say things get dangerous around here.
My, I'll keep a weathered eye out for fops and follies that may smack me with a handkerchief.
He means Miss Barber.
Miss Isana Barber.
You know the name.
She's a brigand, a scoundrel. Can't tell her from a society lady until she's made off with her purse.
Oh. Miss, where is the table?
She'll be longshored.
Certainly, I can help.
Captain Jericho Black of the ship Sword of Azelma. My wife, Missy, brother Kaya. The Sharps invite us to dinner, you know the Sharps. But we brought not a stitch to wear. Besides, doesn't she deserve something new and wonderful?
What are you doing?
I like you, I have money, and I want you to have nice things. What can I get price unseen?
I can inquire when Miss Weaver returns.
Price advanced. Now put that away, darling, else Miss Barber finds it.
Thank you for waiting. These new husbands are so protective.
I think it's charming.
Oh, I do too.
We have a few dresses we could alter to suit. Do you have a preference for color?
Something bright.
How sweet. I can take your coat and your measurements.
Take everything if you must.
Don't tempt me. This is darling.
Ah, then it's yours.
I couldn't.
Oh, please. It was a steal. We found it at this little side shop for practically nothing.
Take it.
I didn't expect the wife of a famous captain like Jericho Black to bargain shop.
Famous. You know him.
Yes, he's in Wayland, isn't he? In the Sandwich Islands?
Of course, the Sandwich Islands.
He must be very rich. I hear whaling captains are. He's with a new ship, though, isn't he?
A new ship?
Ma'am?
Well, to know that he has a new ship, you must have known the old one.
And if I did?
Then I'd like my money back, Miss Barber.
You did suggest that I take everything.
Oh, you cheat!
That's rich, pirate!
All I found is not a barber. It's not as tough as the rumors say.
Hey, but I like her spirit, so I think we should recruit her.
If you'd like. Good to have you on board, Miss Barber.
Is this an recruitment or abduction?
Dear Missy, I tried to come up with a flippant remark about your exploits, but I'm too truly glad you're safe. I expect a small novel detailing what happened and what defending mermaids means, and if that has anything to do with the dampness of this envelope. Till then, I remain yours affectionately, Danforth.
Dear Danforth, I write to you nearly a widow, but as most of my almost catastrophes, it was averted. I just like to think of you worrying about me with your face all crinkled. We tracked a former shipmate of Jericho's to Rotterdam to help find the Salacia. But of course they quarreled, and of course the man challenged him to a duel.
Beautiful, talented, amazing wife. Do you remember what Mary Reed did when her lover was in a very similar situation?
I do.
And do you remember how much we admire her for that?
We do admire her a lot.
What did Mary Reed do?
When Mary Reed's lover got into a duel, she challenged the same man, set her duel 2 hours earlier, and killed him first. It was sweet of Mary, because her lover would have gotten stomped. But I said, husband, I have more faith in you. Jericho won, of course, and brilliantly. But we're looking for a doctor who doesn't ask meddlesome questions.
Mother.
Captain, if you say that, I will unstitch your leg.
Sorry, nautical men, so uncivilized.
I know, buddy, it hurts, I know.
We may be an inch from hell here, but I'll hold to that. Ooh.
Is he dead?
No!
Ooh, Lord grant this man healing.
You seem unsure of yourself.
Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Hold still!
Oh, I should have run like I thought I had a chance.
We're trying not to scare the nice doctor by the lead.
Oh.
Thank you for working on such short notice. I only pray my craft holds.
Literally.
We're Mennonites, all of us in this house. We hired a ship to take us to Pennsylvania, but it hasn't come.
That's a shame. Pennsylvania's... Stop laughing! Pennsylvania's fine. It's Connecticut with more trees.
Well, it sounds charming. I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
Well, there's much to be seen first.
Oh!
And you need a surgeon.
It's a rough line of work. You might find it a little unpleasant.
You might find it unpleasant without a doctor. And if it's the world you want to see before Pennsylvania, to the world you shall see. The Salacia is headed to an old Gibraltar haunt that Jericho knows. I hope to have this settled and come home soon. Stay out of trouble until then.
Bold of you to steal my catchphrase. I don't know if you'd count this as trouble, but I've gotten into something. Father's lieutenant governor, you know, Robert the Idiot.
Of course.
Robert the Idiot resigned. Financial scandal. So I've taken up several of his duties, including presiding over the state senate. The senators are fuming.
Which means you're doing something right.
Sorta. I hope to gain their trust, and then, who knows? Wish me luck.
Always.
Postscript. If you feel safe with the captain, I shan't push, but my legal services are always at your disposal if you want to dissolve this marriage.
Oh. I'll keep that in mind. Would it be a conflict of interest if I turned around and married my divorce lawyer? Damn it. You aren't holding your recruitment against me, are you?
Objection and no.
I need advice about...
You leaving him to go back to lawyer boy?
Someday, maybe. A few weeks ago, I would have said for sure as soon as I can, but...
Ah, lovely. But...
It's your watch, Miss Barber. Oh. Good evening, madame.
Thank you, Captain.
Coming to bed?
I am. Lieutenant Governor Danny. By the time you read this, I will weigh 1,000 pounds. The food in Morocco is nothing like Connecticut could imagine. I smell it in my dreams. Unless Jericho is eating kebabs at night so as not to share. One moment. I'm back, and that is definitely what he was doing. You see how wonderful the food is. It distracts me from our battles with the Barbary Corsairs. They are a bloody nuisance, and they nearly killed our cabin boy. Oh, we have one of those now.
In illustration of the pirates having left Gibraltar in a heat, Missy claims liquefied her organs. Mistresses Exana and Liesel below nursing serious sunburn.
What's bothering you? Do you need me to model?
I'm waiting to see if that box moves again.
Is it moving? Which box?
No!
Jericho, it's a child!
What? How did Kid get in here?
I'll ask. Hi. Who are you? Speak up, Tiny. What's your name? Oh, do you not, Qualo seu nome? Nome? Or nombre? Spanish? Maybe he speaks something else. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to you. How rude. Speak up, little sir. Your name?
Hiro Meta.
Well,
He's called Hiro. Now sit up, please. How'd you get up on my ship? Where'd you come from? Well, you're sneaky. And sneaky people make good pirates. Throwing you overboard would be mean, and if you're a good pirate, what a waste, huh? Why don't you be my cabin boy instead? Would you like that? I'm so glad. Now straighten up those boxes.
Captain, did you just gang press that child?
I didn't need to. Do you think he thought... Hero? If you decide not to join us, we'll put you ashore on the Casablanca. You won't be thrown overboard, but we'd rather you stay. We don't think Pierrot is his real name, but he's handy and sings quiet when he thinks we're not listening. So it'd have to be tragic to lose him to those self-important bastards. Do something about them?
My dear Captain, proud as I am of the valorous Connecticut militia, I doubt they're the solution to our problems on the Barbary coast. You should pester Lord Spencer for his mighty British Navy. I don't know what a kebab is, but I'm glad you're enjoying your tour abroad, and I'm glad you found a cabin boy whose name you don't know, who appeared from nowhere, in the middle of the sea mysteriously.
Friend Collins, if you're insinuating that my cabin boy is a ghost...
Most esteemed lady, I insinuate nothing, but the fact that your mind went so easily to ghosts makes me wonder all the more.
Well, he's not, so there.
As you like. Where do your adventures take you next?
Across the high seas. We searched Gibraltar for nothing. But rumors sent them Caribbean bound, and Jericho says that there's one place that every pirate must visit. So, my next letter to you will come from the famous Isle of Tortuga. I hate Tortuga. Tortuga is the worst. Tortuga is my house, but on an entire island. Tell Senator somebody to burn it down. Now. Love, Missy.
Danforth.
Senator Wadsworth.
Thank you for the support there.
Oh, if someone has to talk back to my father, I have more practice than anyone else in that chamber.
What is he doing with the budget?
Scraping for something to stabilize his re-election platform consistency beat down, isn't he?
How exhausting.
Wouldn't all this be easier if I were governor?
No what?
None.
So can we leave, please?
What? This isn't your new favorite haunt? Fine. I know where we can go next. To make up for Tortuga.
Samba, baby! Oh!
Now some of you are keen on New England, damned if I know why,
Hey.
but I recommend a Brazilian February, when you can get one.
Come to join our holiday?
To disrupt it, maybe. Do you see that ship? It was there when one of my sisters went missing.
Missing?
It was before you joined us. Be wary of meeting that crew.
Oh, we'll beware of them. Find out what happened. Knock some heads in.
I love knocking heads in.
You understand any of it?
My rotten parents assimilated too well. I hardly speak any at all. Querido.
Oh, you like it?
I don't deserve to be this happy.
You deserve it.
All I'm saying is last time we cleaned the tank, I got a sock in the nose.
If we send it back to the professor in anything less than perfect condition, it'll be worse than a sock in the nose.
If we ever hear from him
Are
again.
you saying bitch?
I'm saying we cut our losses.
Knock it off, we're rescuing you.
Hey, who are you?
You don't actually care, do you?
No.
good to finally meet you. I'm a great admirer of you and that thing.
Thank you. I made it.
They call me Maisie Death Dealer.
They do.
I told them to.
Okay, if I told you to call me that.
No.
And who are you?
We are... Oh, what was that word we liked?
Paladins.
Exactly! Warriors under holy oath, sworn to protect our sisters from the evils of man.
Well, that's our favorite pastime. That's actually our job. Would you want to join us? We could use some fighters like you.
We're glad to join the wider world. Show us the next fight.
Yes, and what wonderful surprises keep coming. We're rounding the Cape. Keone says that the Atlantic is the worst, and that I like the Pacific much better. He's often right, so we'll see if he's right about oceans. Your friend, Missy Black. Dear Danforth, Keone was right.
Told you! Senator Black,
Man of Temperanza?
why does your friend call you captain?
You call me anything rude or I'd break his nose.
But Missy is captain, eh?
Hi. She is. And I am too.
This won't last.
It's a separation of powers, like the American government. Aren't you proud of me for dropping that in conversation?
I'm pleased you found our system to your liking. I've full and taken Robert the Idiot's job, mainly solving fights with my father. I told Senator Wadsworth, wouldn't this all be easier if I were governor? Totally joking. But he said if I want their nomination next year, I have it.
That's incredible.
I hope I can count on your old agreement to come home and help me campaign. But if you're busy, don't trouble yourself. You seem to have found your niche, as I'm finding mine.
I have. And Danforth, thank you for that offer last November, but I won't need that help.
Young Susan was a bloomin' maid, so valiant, stout, and bold. And when her sailor went on board, young Susan, we are told, put on a jolly sailor's dress and daubed her hands with tar to cross the raging seas for love on board a man of war.
Dear Lieutenant Governor, I write again hoping to hear that any day I can strike that second word from my greeting.
April, Missy. Elections are in April. I'm not even officially Lieutenant Governor.
You just do all the work of one.
Some of us want experience in case of the election, which is in April, so be patient. Goes as we dare to hope. How's the hunt?
Ah, terrible. We've been after them for months without any luck.
Was in the Bay of Biscay, she looked quite lightly through. Respected by the officers and all the jovial crew. In battle she did boldly run, and feared no wound nor scar, and did her duty by the gun on board a man of war.
April 10th, 1800. Missy, if you did not hear from me ever again, stress drove me mad, and I moved to the Northwest Territories to become a bearded lumberjack who would not know an election if one bit him on the nose. Please be careful. If I am to be a lumberjack, I'd like to chop wood without worrying that my friend is in trouble over her head.
I solemnly promise that I shan't look for trouble.
That sounds calculated to excuse as much as possible, but I must accept it, it seems.
You must. Your untroublesome friend, Missy Black.
When on the deck young Susan falls, to all the whole ship's cry, her William will be the very first to her assistance fly. She'll say, my jolly sailor, for you I've had this scar,
dearest son, I am vexed that you sought so long to oppose me. However, you demonstrated skill and merit in partnership with the Assembly. To echo Mr. Washington's words to Mr. Adams 3 years hence, I am fairly out, and you are fairly in. See which one of us is the more content. Best wishes as you attempt to steer the ship of state. Father.
Oh my God. Ever your friend, Danforth Collins. Governor!
Oh my God! All crew below! Zelma spotted the Salacia headed toward the archipelago.
Which means they're greeting them. You know that cove?
Oh, right. It's the only place you could get a ship that size anywhere near.
On tradition, they'll spend some time at the inn and stumble back down and feed them home whenever Ari finds some clothes. But that gives us time. And if we're seen, people assume it's ours. No trouble.
No trouble. Just your everyday sailors cutting a hole in their own gun port so that they can winch out their own cannon.
No trouble.
And if the men come back early, they're lost. I've been having to fight so long. Show me whose skulls to crack.
No.
We won't catch them there. How far out are we?
3 days, usually.
Really?
Yes, I am too.
Mr. Liesel, you're as credited as hero.
I do have to abstain. I hope you won't take it as impertinence.
No, I take it. It's irrelevant. We need all hands on deck.
I know, it's just they that take the sword perish with the sword, right?
Oh, we know that.
I mean,
It's an occupational hazard.
I don't think you actually want to talk pacifism with me. I'm proud to be on this crew, but I will not raise a weapon against another person, and you knew that when you signed me. If fight you must, fight, and my prayers go with you, and I'll heal who I can after. Is that acceptable?
Let her be. We don't need cowards in the way.
She's not a coward.
That's enough.
We'll be glad our surgeon is in one piece at the end of the night.
I said enough.
We only set our course.
I have it.
Mr. Liesel, find anything lacking in your surgeon's kit? Tell us. We'll fix it up.
Yes, sir.
Is this clever enough for you?
Find out, won't we? Jericho.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they're early.
All right, suck it up.
Don't you dare! We're this close. Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Miss Barber, take Perot and the cannon. We'll buy you some time. We'll meet you on the second ship.
I told you. Ari said it was ghosts flitting about, but I said no, it's two lucky bastards with the ponziest ship I have ever seen. Where did you find it? Certainly not the same place you picked up the...
Welcome back, Keone. Pretty sisters, so I stick up her ass.
evacuating my shipwreck!
Almost immediately!
It's funnier.
And that's the last time you call this your ship, castaway!
Captain, the cannon!
Damn it!
No!
My dear Mrs. Black, Father threw me an inaugural ball. It was a daring mix of his friends who didn't vote for me, my friends who didn't vote for him, and Our Lady friends with fervent opinions both ways. The people who don't like politics saved the night, swooping about starting non-inflammatory conversations.
Do you think, Mr. Governor, that Vice President Jefferson is right to advocate the consumption of the poisonous European plant, the tomato? It seems un-American.
Oh, it's hardly his most un-American crime, since he undermines the Republic by continued attacks on the National Bank. Or attempting to start non-inflammatory conversations.
Nice, they're keeping it in the family.
Like the French and their King's Louis, right? There's a Collins in the palace. The peasants get a sense of continuity.
We had ice cream and some truly terrible all-American champagne, and nothing of note happened at all. Absolutely nothing. Not a thing.
Danforth, you'll be going down to dinner with Miss Dominique Haley. There she is. Miss Haley.
Governor Collins! Governor Collins!
The call to dinner will come shortly. Danforth, please talk about something other than Alexander Hamilton for a while.
Who is Alexander Hamilton?
A friend, a mentor, not my father's favorite person.
I have a confession, Governor.
Please, say Danforth. I may have a nervous breakdown if I'm called governor again.
Danforth.
I'm sorry. Your confession?
I didn't vote for you.
Would you have if you could?
No.
No.
My sisters and I strictly vote for the handsomest candidate who isn't a raging lunatic. So, Cherith out one.
Well, well. Was he more handsome, or was I disqualified for my lunacy?
Oh, that's not for a lady to tell.
Dinner!
My dear Mrs. Black, I hope your silence isn't offense at not being invited to my party. You were on a manhunt. You were missed. Angry constituents are already accusing me of hating Christians. We had this conversation, though, and it's not unchristian to want one's church to pay taxes. Render unto Caesar, as my newest friend pointed out. I would gladly receive your counsel on affairs of state when you return from your nautical sojourn. I am, of course, joking. Be well, Danny. Dear Missy, do you know which park had our old New Year's picnic hill? The one definitely not open to the public. My new friend will enjoy the view, so I thought I'd get us in the legal way. I feel your lack of disrespect keenly. Nowadays, people who disrespect me also actively hate me, which is less fun. I remain yours, Danforth. Missy, have I done something wrong? My poker face, even in writing, is notoriously bad, so my oblique references should have had you jumping down my throat for details. Which means you might be angry. Or something has happened. Please respond as soon as possible.
Oh, it's God's grace alone you're all still alive to bother me.
We tried so to be careful, Weasel dear.
Don't you weasel dear me. You're lucky you only lost your dignity, supposed in your hand. Get me water.
You all right, my love?
Not quite. Christ! Ah!
Is it true, Captain Missy Black?
So they tell me.
You're earlier than I expected, so this isn't quite. I meant to hang it out. Sorry to be in.
How'd you hear of us, Sunshine?
T told me.
And she knows the mermaids?
We all did here. T told of a ship and a lady bound to help Azelma. Then she told of you coming this way. So I thought, Vika. Oh, my name is Vika Song. But I thought, Vika, this is your shot. I watched you fight on the beach.
Oh, God.
No, it meant a lot to me. Someone ought to stand up to them.
So you want to be a pirate?
Just with you, I'll be good. I paint and sing. I also fight, and I hate men who hate women.
Upon my word, that's a good qualification.
Oh, and I was supposed to get you these.
My letters.
Your friend the governor is courting? Let's drink to that.
He's on a...
If he's as wonderful as you say he is.
He's exactly that wonderful. I feel off.
Come soothe your stomach?
It's not that off, and you know it.
I say good for him.
Well, so do I. But if you say it with that face, I won't buy you that sangaree you're gunning for.
Oh, what was that?
I haven't appreciated you enough in the last 3 minutes. Danforth Collins. If you've a lady friend, you must tell me who, so I can make sure that she's suitable. In other words, I'm not dead, and you'll never guess what we got.
Interesting.
Isn't it good?
Oh, it's good. Do you want more?
Pardon?
More like this? I could engineer smaller versions, pistols and things.
I ever say no to an offer like that, mutiny at once.
Yes! We're about to be the best armed ship in the North Atlantic.
About the other oceans?
Or one could argue the South Atlantic. Certainly the Arctic. We wouldn't mess with the South China Sea, though. They'd wipe us off the map. Easy as sneezing.
I've missed you.
So, we all agree that could have gone better.
I should have...
No, stop. I should have. Our crew was all either green or rusty, and it was up to me to repair us.
I've always found blame unproductive. What matters is where we go from here.
What we take them next.
Yes,
Their lives are sounding better and better.
I admit I wouldn't be sorry for their loss.
Yes, but...
But
Well, we could sneak up on them and kill them in the night, but I guess we just proved that we couldn't. And say we send them to Davy Jones. What's the point?
see, aside from pleasing Zelma and I, of course.
Of course, but Vika's song just watched all that, us getting flattened, and she still called me a hero. What if there are other women like her that we could be inspiring?
Besides, we also know there are other men like Cornelius.
Exactly, but Cornelius and friends are the biggest fish. The great and terrible Salacia. Or I guess now it's like the Neptunes.
No, stop! Disgusting! Oh.
So destroying it would be the greatest gesture.
Which means you'll have to be grand enough to do it.
Me?
My dear Captain Black, rumors of your exploits reach us in New Haven. The French Navy? Seriously?
Respected Governor.
Shh, I'm just asking.
Mind your business. It's a fun thing I'm passionate about, like you and your politics. We're making the world safer.
I see your point. Best of luck against Napoleon.
You laugh. But if he's bad for women, he'll be another toppled villain on our path to the Neptunes. I won't write that bad word to not offend your sensibilities. Where'd you get that?
Temperanza made it.
Oh, were the weapons done?
They're below.
What does it play?
Sleep gas? Hopefully, but...
Hey! There's a time for maybe gas, but right in front of me is not it.
Dear Missy, sorry for my late reply. Dominique and I have been wrapped up in schedules and plans and flower arrangements. I hope, my friend, that you may wish us joy. Yours fondly, Danforth Collins, fiancé.
Wait! Do not open until August 11th, 1801. My favorite of all Danforths, a letter for you on your wedding day. I hope you're happy. I've been crying all morning. I've always wished a wife for you that will see through your elder statesman bit and call you out when you say things just to have an opinion and to wear matching outfits with you at Christmas time. You should be proud of your cleverness for finding one another. Now you mustn't spoil it. I recommend committing crimes together because being an outlaw bonds you with fellow outlaws. Maybe you could hide some corruption.
Are you crying?
Madam, you know full well I'll be crying all day.
A letter.
A blessing from me, dear friend.
We're taking the outlaw advice, obviously.
We are not.
Perhaps the inverse? We might embed ourselves in corruption and be the only upright people there.
Oh, well, there's a notion.
Oh, I forgot. I've been sent to find you. We're late.
Oh no, what will our influential relatives say?
Well, it's too late for them to give back the gifts.
That's a mercy. Come on, Miss Haley. Let's get you out of that name and into a new one.
How are things, you silly bastard?
Keone, it's been too long.
It really has, hasn't it? Well, I'm back. 4 ciders, 2 yards of flannels, and Captain, what do you want?
Sausage and mash and cabbage and a chocolate cake.
2 chocolate cakes.
2 chocolate cakes. Another thing. How long until the vulture ships out?
You shouldn't know it's here.
Come on. I came up the back of the island from visiting my sister. Can't miss it even tucked under the cliff like that.
I don't know what I'm not told. Food's ready when it's ready.
She's like,
Shall
she
we
knows.
know?
Well, we have a budget for driving and palm greasing.
Can't
but-
bribe these people. Take your money and tell you a lie.
She looks scared.
We really weren't supposed to know they're in town.
Well, forget them. We're in town now, right? Right?
Beg pardon, friend. Do you happen to know the Ballad of Missy Black?
Aye, lass. I know 'em all. Got to try something more difficult to stump me.
No thanks, just that one. I wrote it.
There was a lass called Missy who dreamed of open sea. Her father was a nasty man, her mother was a thief. So one night when the moon was bright, she saw her get away. She wed a man into himself, all away, take me away. Away, away. And so the lass became Missy Black, all away, all away. Her memory lack was Jericho Black, and pirate of first rate, who could account for everything
Except his murderous maid.
wedding bed for bride and groom, a dark and watery grave, till to her aid a maiden swam and carried both away. Away, away.
So by faith and a mermaid's grace, the blacks themselves were saved. So poor Missy learned the pledge of women lost at sea, sent to drown and saved. At last how mermaids come to be. And then
I swear, I'll fight the monstrous hordes.
her vengeance was unparalleled, her hand was held the sword.
I'm Missy Black.
That Missy Black?
I'm not famous enough to have impersonators yet.
They say you fought the crew of the Portland for wronging a lady in Galway.
Keone and Azana have me up in arms for Irish self-determination. Go on, recommend me a drink. Or better, tell me when the vulture ships out. What are you scared of? We just want to knock him around for drowning a friend.
Estimable Mrs. Black, thou unpardonable villain. Don't think I don't know you and your floppy-haired husband stinking T-shit bound for New Haven. Now, certain local politicians have nothing to drink. If I catch you in these waters, I'll string you up myself. Cordially, Danforth Collins, Governor.
My dear Danny, I like the inference that you're prowling New Haven Harbor personally. You should be proud. It was practically a Boston Tea Party.
Is that so?
If I'd have known, I'd save you a box from the wreck. But the girls have drank it all. Jericho sends his love and adds that if you hang us to mind the noose so that we don't strangle, that would be a cruel punishment under the 8th Amendment. And the crew would gladly take you to court under such a breach of the Constitution. Respectfully, Missy Black, unpardonable villain and lover of justice.
Missy, it is the 8th Amendment. Love, Danny.
Missy Black, or the Pirate Queen's Revenge, being an account of her adventures.
From her youth in the street to her seduction of the Pirate King.
And subsequent heinous crimes.
And research with all rigor, laid before the public for their enjoyment. And moral edification.
Danforth, did you hear about my book? Danforth? Danny? Dear Mrs. Collins, I take this chance to introduce myself, since your infernal husband still won't talk to me after the tea incident. I guess you've heard of me, either from him or the ripping and sadly fake biography published a few months ago.
Which we had nothing to do with.
I need illustrations of my next article. The ones in the novel are terrible.
You're just mad they made you a French maid.
You're not.
No, nor of my promotion. Read it aloud, Vika song, so everyone knows who they're dealing with.
Even His Royal Majesty, King of the Southern Seas Islands, abandoned his throne for a life of adventure due to his passionate affection for Captain
Skip that.
See, I don't think that's you.
They certainly weren't talking about you.
No, I'm telling you that they wrote you out and replaced you with the king, which I've been trying to do for months.
You couldn't handle a king. I'm too dignified already.
I'm honored to address the lady who made my friend happier than she maybe knows. If you care to write, my left-hand lady, Izana, wants to hear of the fashions among the senator's wives.
Madam Captain Black, I was pleased to receive your letter of the 24th, and hope it left you in as good health as it finds me. Thanks be to God. Of course I know of the famous Missy Black from my infernal husband. I confess my young cousins ate up your biography.
You'll help me illustrate, won't you?
I don't draw for tabloids.
You must. You do likenesses so well.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Issa. But keep it up. Your words please His Majesty the King.
Bastard!
Because, sweetheart, you'll draw pictures for me, won't you? Thought you'd never ask.
I've enclosed fashion plates from my own left-hand lady. I hope they entertain. Thank you for your kind words. It's a comfort to know Danforth had such a friend in his younger days. Yours most respectfully,
Your humble servant, madam, Captain Missy Black.
Dominique Collins.
You too?
She's a dear.
She's worrying me.
You're worrying me. Take the girls and scout out that wreck. Missy was asking for the treasure off it.
If her letters are true, I shouldn't worry. Or if they're all that's true, I may balk at her methods, but she writes of a noble cause. But is it possible every other story about her is a lie?
And if some are true, the songs or broadsides or wanted posters.
Which ones? And what is she becoming?
I almost feel guilty.
It funds
our
our...
honorable mission, so that means it's honorable money. I know.
Yeah. After all, the biblical King David once stole bread made for priests, and God was totally chill with that.
That's not the same as what we're doing.
It sounds shallow, but it really does help if we look as heroic as we are.
What's this?
My hat. Absolutely critical to my image.
I had another close call leaving the harbor. I'm not used to being out of deep water. I think I've been seen.
Stay out until nightfall next time.
Well, that's what you told me last time.
Amor, did I tell you where I got this?
I've been meaning to ask.
The Fisher Wives of Charlestown.
Wow.
Imogen is following the Neptune's whore, but I couldn't stay. Did you know mermaids this week I had to meet?
I can't do anything here while she's there.
I don't think we're doing enough.
What would you even do?
I've got a list of upgrades for the ship and our gear.
You're right. I imagine it's symptomatic of my other worries.
I heard the House confirmed the Louisiana Purchase.
Jefferson is past the bounds of the Constitution. He's a hypocrite and an enabler of tyrants, and so it seems our representatives...
I know.
I feel increasingly restricted by my lack of real power.
That I understand. But you're popular, well loved.
You ought to understand that too.
I do.
And does it make up for my lack of agency?
It does not. But if you feel what I felt, I can recommend you do what I did.
Oh?
Climb.
Oh.
Our work is slipping with all these favors for Captain Black.
She's my right arm. Helping her is still our work.
Didn't know your right arm was so good with a sword. That shouldn't take too much fundraising. 2 ships, maybe 3. Or we can clean out somewhere like Penzance. Tourist sailors and expensive cargoes. Hardly a real fight.
Another letter? I'm scared. People have been seeing me.
Don't take risks.
I like the ruthless look on you.
You don't think I've gone too far?
Going is the risk.
I think you are passionate like no one I've ever sailed with. You make the bold decisions a leader ought to.
Just this one. Then we'll find another way.
It's not exactly what I asked of you.
I'll be back in a few weeks.
But would you like Washington?
I've never been.
It's mesquite. It's effectively a mosquito habitat with a Capitol building on it.
A little public health could work wonders, don't you think? You improve on Jefferson's enabling of tyrants, and I'll improve on Mrs. Randolph's tidying up of the place.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you may not hide from your ambitions behind my gentility.
Understood.
Dead girl come back to save everyone. Thinks she's Jesus Christ.
She's not! She's a second-rate fighter with passing charm and Jericho Black's balls!
If she's so second-rate, how come they took the vulture?
Them Jews! Christ!
They're picking off everyone we could call for us.
Hey! Look what I got!
Sorry for your abrupt boarding, miss. Now, what have you got there? Mother of God.
What is it?
Mind our guest until I get back. But leave her alone. It's very important that she delivers this letter.
The Sea Chronicles of the Sword of Azalma, 14 September 1804. Arrived in Skopelos. Our mark was found, but morale is low.
Is this grounds for mutiny?
Not really.
I feel that I should be at a masquerade ball. Don't you, Keone? Do you not feel like that you should be at a masquerade ball right now with everyone else?
Wouldn't know. I've never been.
We need a quick getaway. You can go next time. When will we infiltrate a ball again? I have a gown and everything!
You do.
Sure is a lovely party, Miss Roche. Like the Martells in July, only they had some author as their special guest. Who's coming tonight? You know, someone important? Your husband mentioned there might be.
Oh, he mentioned to you?
May I introduce Mr. and Mrs. Black from that dreadful novel?
Captain, you must say, as we're admirers, are the tales true?
Have you really got a metal hand imbued with witchcraft? They say you're wanted in 16 countries.
They say you rescued a house full of girls with naught but a copy of King Lear.
They say the head of the East India Company keeps your portrait in his office to throw darts at.
The stories are true, always.
They say you attack men because your marriage is miserable.
Oh, well, except for that. And what of the Captain Cornelius Shaw?
Oh, terrible thing. Such a man can drown an innocent girl with no comeuppance.
When will you meet with him next?
Oh, well, once we raise necessary funds to improve our ship.
Here. For the cause.
Oh, thank you. You are generosity itself, madam.
Shall we?
Ah.
I imagine you're here to rob my husband. After the ordeal with poor Mallory, after everything, you wouldn't be here by coincidence. I can't ask you not to harm him, but you won't be touching him.
Smell like big sail. How do you furl a sail?
Technicalities.
Check on Vika and 10. Mason says that they're done loading in.
Captain, you must come back every night.
Oh, stop, you doll! Your house is perfect, and tonight was marvelous.
You can't be leaving us.
You can't be leaving us.
Alas, alas, I must. But tonight was enchanting.
I shall never recover.
Well, I shall never forget you.
No, I mean financially. Where are the contents of my vault?
I guess you're expecting something other than in the vault.
Oh, stop! Call up your crew!
Let him go!
My dogs are on their way!
Let him go! Captain!
Oh! Oh! No! Turn! Oh! No, 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 honey!
Mallory! We thought you'd been caught! I was! The Captain Shark let me go! Why? To deliver this, I don't know. You get rest. We'll tell everyone we're about to be very busy. Shouldn't it be the opposite? I'm sorry? The men wouldn't have caught her. You hadn't been sending us on errands for your service corps.
Don't say it like that, it sounds mean.
Whatever you're trying to do to turn us into soldiers, spies, it's not a path I'm comfortable taking the girls down. We're done with Captain Black. And just let him go? There it is. Oh. You aren't even pretending this is about protecting the women anymore. You just want to pay back money in the shark. One without the other. Azoma, it's been 20 years. 17. You're bitter and you're bored. And you're naive. And maybe that's my fault. I shouldn't have let us substitute charming slogans for morals. It's charming, but it's true. Dead men can't become good men. They can't. And what if the living won't either? What then? Do you know where the Captain's Black are tonight? The house of the good Lord Rich. Do you think he has become good since last we met. He is not. And if they spare him tonight, do you think a man so mired in evil will suddenly reform?
Selma, I can't be like you and worry about him forever. I don't think you should be like you either. Please let it go.
No. They killed and killed again and will kill again until they're stopped.
Killed. What? Don't say stop like Missy or people are just going to arrest him. If this is what you want, say what you need.
Killed. You should get some rest.
We'll be glad to have you back with rest and clarity.
I beg your pardon.
We love you, Miss Alma. Here's your head. Home to us.
On their return, the captains won back our Issa with expensive stolen pastry and very expensive alcohol.
An illustration of the pirates at strip poker. Mistress Isana, Fortune's favorite, wears the clothes of Master Keone, who Fortune is annoyed with just now, over her own. The scene drawn and colored by Vika Song, who was not allowed to gamble, the crew declaring her too young and innocent.
Listen! Listen. Listen. Jack. Something or other. Flip. What's his face? He's a sniveling little coward who's only famous because N.A. Bonet condescended to screw him. Sorry, Lisa.
I think it's time for bed.
Had he fought like a man, he had not needed not to be hanged like a dog.
You tell him.
Missy, I hope this letter finds you.
To our foremothers, Anne and Mary, may we escape their fates. Hooray!
Hang on, lads. I got an idea for another game. Liesel.
The trial of Missy and Jericho Black will come to order.
What's the crime, damn it?
Piracy.
Your Honor! We're not guilty.
Let's go.
I see you changed the way you're using.
You're cute in my clothes.
I'm cute in any clothes.
The trial and execution of Missy and Jericho Black.
I have important information.
My lord, I was abducted by these vicious pirates whose character is besmirched with vilest villainy. And they have a corrupting influence on children. Have you any witnesses?
Missy Black shot 2 bystanders to escape today. Yeah.
Ooh. Keep it lighter for tonight.
Missy Black? Fine woman. Bit vicious, but fine. Jericho Black, though. Kidnapped the governor's daughter. Kidnapped the governor of Port Royal's daughter. Ran a black market in silk and sherry. Burned the village of Bidag. Remember that? Scuttled the holiday in the Madeline and left no man alive.
The Capitan drowned me when I refused to join their crew. I come from beyond the grave to seek justice done. Jesus.
That's way more finding the Keones.
Your Honor, I am the victim here. Everything I've done has been under the command and duress of Jericho Jack. He forced me into a marriage and every other villainy.
Your Honor, my name is Jericho Black.
No, we will be here all night. Will no one speak for the accused?
Since joining the captains, I found the direction I was searching for. Being the daughter, my family looked out for me, but I never got to look out for them. But here, I do both. I'm gonna cry. Although my parents do want my criminal per se.
You are found guilty of the most devilish piracy, in the face of which the angels themselves weep. Take them to executioner's dock
any sins to confess, ideally in a sexual nature, so we can learn from your wicked example.
You're a bad chaplain, Kaomi.
Aye, fine, but if Davy Jones finds their souls unconfessed and doesn't take another K, it's on your head.
What's Davy Jones?
The Christian god of the dead.
Sinners, throw yourself at the mercy of the great captain of the sea, which is not a sea, but a metaphor for life. Read ye the scripture.
Oh, to hell with your holy books! I'll die as I lived, a pirate!
Oh, bring back the book of repentance. I want to go to Achaia.
Too late. The hour of execution is upon you.
All right, off to bed, all of you. We need you in sailing shape for tomorrow. I got it. I'll take the first ship.
You alright?
Yeah.
No.
If we die doing this,
Then they'll write ripping ballads about how he died. Hello.
but after that,
Then they'll sing them. See how that goes.
no, I mean after that for us.
My usual hope is that there's nothing after, but I mean, that doesn't encourage me.
Missy, a letter's come for you.
Dear Mrs. Black, I apologize if my constant writing is irritating,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I've been so busy.
but this might be important. When I visited President Jefferson lately, I found a letter on his desk from a new privateer. I've transcribed it.
You don't understand what this commission means to me and my men. It's an act of faith, Mr. President, and the common man. You'll make an honest man of us yet, Mr. Jefferson. I look forward to your orders.
Yours admiringly, Captain Cornelius Sharp.
No wonder they've been so quiet.
I thought that was your man,
It is. Where is he?
so I'm investigating. I hope this can make up for what you've suffered at their hands.
Not quite. Danny, where are they?
Don't worry. Turn to democracy, may Jefferson be, he's a man of reason. He'll call back the ship and have them arrested for your attempted murder.
What's that on the back?
It's not Danforth's hand.
No, it isn't.
My dear Mrs. Black, I am delighted to learn about this lopsided little friendship of yours. I never liked grand, veiled threats. You must agree, considering the explicit terms you once abused me with. So, to be blunt, you will give up all pretenses, stop attacking my allies, or I will make Danforth watch me drag his wife across the ocean floor, and then I will slit his throat. I look forward to our amiable coexistence. Kindest regards, Cornelius Sharp.
Azalma, send someone to warn Danforth. We need a location on the Neptune's hoard.
We don't have the girl's help. I can do one or the other.
We find them quick enough, we have nothing to warn about, right?
Okay. What do you need?
I don't know. I love you. I need you.
I love you. Be happy.
From the Memoirs of Dominique Haley Collins. Chapter 46. On Danforth's presidential campaign. I take interest in politics the same way my father took interest in dance when his daughters were in lessons. Like my father, I go to recitals.
Campaign speeches!
Recitals and bring flowers and give tasteful compliments that sound like I know what I'm saying.
I've never seen the Federalist Party so united and energized, and it's for me! Well, it's against Jefferson, but still.
Because I love the person doing the thing that bores me most.
Having promised federal infrastructure in the new western states, we believe we may have swayed Ohio!
My dear,
Yes.
campaigning is courting at a national scale.
I suppose it is.
Oh. And like my father,
I'll realize why it makes sense and become a fanatic. The Federalist named Charles Coatsworth Pinckney my husband's running mate. He is a wet rat, so it's good we're barricading him into a useless job like vice president.
Pinckney is a wet rat, but he'll win the ear of centrist and Democratic Republicans. Apparently they can only hear good sense in a southern drawl. President Jefferson's actions are an insult to limited federal government.
When you say it like that, Governor, I don't believe he deserves my renewed support. You have my vote. Ladies whose husbands I despise politically keep trying to gossip about our spouses. We all know you just want dirt for the Aurora General Advertiser, Bessie.
I hear you're slandering our president's personal finances!
Not myself, though I've read it in friendly papers.
Let me share some fatherly campaign wisdom. If you wade in the bog to pull out some body your opponent hit, don't be surprised when he pulls out a limb you'd rather stay buried.
My dear President-to-be.
The race is close.
Very.
There would be no shame in losing a race like this to a man like him.
I have no intention of losing, shameful or otherwise.
Then don't let anything be pulled from the bog.
As votes were counted, Danforth lay face down on the sofa while I paced to track him a rug. Then several colleagues sent letters of condolences, and we both cried. Then Thomas Jefferson sent a letter of concession. Since it no longer spoils the dramatic tension, I may add that I write from my new study in the presidential mansion. And I haven't seen my husband in 2 days because he is so thrilled to be president, he's trying to fix the nation before they even inaugurate him.
Dear friend, congratulations don't even begin to cover this. Due to some convenient scheduling by our enemies, I will be in Washington just before your inauguration. And I'm buying you and Mrs. President a fine dinner. Don't you dare say no. I'll see you very, very soon. Your Missy.
Sir, the ship you asked me to look out for, Neptune's,
You can say it.
Whore!
Don't say it like that. What about it?
You know the captain?
Not personally, thank God, but yes, I know he exists.
He wants to see you.
Oh. We'll, show the man in.
President Collins!
Not for another week. Captain Sharp.
Of course. Political niceties blur together at sea, you understand?
How can I help you?
I should ask you that. Your predecessor and I had a fruitful working relationship, and I hope that will continue. Would that I could stay, but I just swung in to introduce myself before we ship out Friday. The outgoing administration briefed you, I'm sure. Our escort detail, if you will.
I will. And they did.
But you may see more of me very soon. Who knows?
Should I tell him about the flagpole, sir?
No, young Edward, first lesson of diplomacy, say unpresidential things to the door.
The president says you can sit on the flagpole.
That's a good lad.
Hurt, alas, she'll beat your ass, and that's the price you pay.
There they are. What the hell?
Are they gone?
They're exactly where Azelma said, but who's that with them?
American colors. Is that your friend come to meet us, Missy? Who is that?
Doesn't matter if we can cut them off.
We can. Isa, let's go.
Right behind you.
Minha vida? We're ready.
And if we fail?
You're trying to bait me into saying, then we'll fail together. But I won't have cliches in my biography. Jericho, they trust you. I trust you.
I know you do. So, I can't be wrong again.
So you can.
I love you. I need you.
I love you. You have me.
Parlay.
Oh, this will be fun. Where's the little wife?
Doesn't matter. It's between you and I, Cornelius. It always has been.
Like the tone. It does matter, though, a little.
Mean it. Despite the attempted murder on both sides, there's still love here. I got Mother's pen. We've used it to great effect. Maybe you've heard the song. And you got the captaincy you deserved. You saw my moves.
Yeah, you attacked me twice!
The cruelty you showed my wife can't go unchecked.
You should know me. Growing up around such rough men.
You smug prick. You went to William and Mary.
Exactly! So I learned to respect ladies. I also learned the difference between ladies and dock whores.
Going on board, Captain.
Where did you put them, Jim?
Cannonball!
Christ! When will you leave me alone?
You ordered me to stop attacking your ally.
Captain, look out!
I surrender! I swear to God, I surrender!
Jesus! Surrender! By order of the United States Navy!
You deserve to drown. It would be just and fair, and it would make me very happy. You don't deserve this. Live with it.
There was a lad called Danforth who dreamed of the presidency. He wrote good laws and campaigned well, and so it came to be.
The National Intelligencer and Washington Advertiser, March 6, 1805. Notice that the pirates Missy and Jericho Black have been captured and charged with treason in the murder of U.S. diplomat Tobias Lear this weekend. The Blacks ambushed Mr. Lear's convoy as it left Washington. They passed by the decoy Navy ship and attacked and sank the escort vessel, privateer ship, the Neptune's Whore, which Mr. Lear was actually aboard. There were no survivors.
I need to leave. At once.
To talk to Mrs. Black. They're being held in Richmond. My younger cousin is the warden's fiancée. She told the whole family straight away.
Does your cousins make excuses for me?
Very unflattering ones.
President Collins, congratulations.
Thank you.
Who'd have thought the Federalist Golden Boy takes down Thomas Jefferson? A long way from taking down Federalist broadsides in New Haven.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Sheriff Allerton ran for office after your father retired.
Of course.
My wife thought it's pretty impressive to elect the president. But I said, I don't know, Rose. I think we met earlier, and that was you, wasn't it?
That it was.
With that little scamp of a girl. Who'd have thought?
What brings you to Washington?
I'm a federal prosecutor these days. I've just been assigned to the Missy Black treason case. Actually, high-profile stuff. Surely you know about her.
Well, I could hardly avoid it.
You can't trust thriller novels, but they say she grew up in New Haven.
They also say she built a castle on the Isle of Amazon.
Mr. President, you're among friends, colleagues anyway.
Excuse me?
That girl you hung around with, the little one from the docks. She's Missy Black now, isn't she?
Can I help you, Mr. Allerton?
Not yet.
God, it's good to see you.
What do you want me to say?
That you missed me for a start.
Missy, you've been charged with treason.
What's a stupid charge?
In the midst of a war with pirates, may I add,
there's-
American pirates can't kill the man trying to end the war. Did you know Lear was on that ship?
Doesn't matter.
It very much does.
Cornelia Sharp would have killed you. I'll sink every ship the U.S. has ever stuck a diplomat on.
My God, Missy!
We had no idea, and you must tell them, the courts or whoever.
You think I'm getting you out of this?
Can't you?
If we proved you didn't know about Lear, they'll convict you of piracy instead.
Then pardon us after.
The rumor is you had to have an ally in Washington since you knew to ignore the decoy. I know. Listen, I met your prosecutor. He's a New Haven man, a Jeffersonian, and he knows we were friends. If he investigates us looking for that ally, I am ruined.
Burn our letters. Lie. It's that easy, Danforth.
I can't break my country's trust because you don't know how to hide your murders. I hope this gives you the attention you've been grasping for.
Where's this been?
What?
I don't keep secrets from you. Has my business always bothered you so?
A little?
Well, then how dare you store it up and make me think that you're happy just to unleash it when I need your help?
You're a grown woman. I thought you'd hate moralizing.
What, should I thank you?
Missy.
At least try. Let me feel as if I'm worth enough concern. Oh, God. Why did you even let me talk?
I didn't want you to stop writing.
Well, I'll stop when I'm hanged.
I'm sorry. I did miss you.
Oh, God, that's enough. Go away.
Jury selection for the Missy and Jericho Black trial moves slowly. Even devotees of the Blacks' literary exploits anticipate seeing them hang.
Where's the crew? If someone hurt them, I'll kill somebody. I already did. Ah! Vika! Is that Vika?
Hey, what's going on?
It was a rat. We're fine. We're fine.
How are things?
Bad. Lisa's petitioning ladies' aid societies.
How's the master suite?
Fine.
Missy, when does your friend the president bust us out?
Adieu, my dear Jane, I am summoned to leave you. I am forced for to leave you behind on the shore.
Did you know they're striking commemorative coins for the trial?
Don't think I wanted to.
Dear Jane, pray be constant, I'll hope you'll be constant to your dear Jamie while on the wild ocean. Then I'll make you my bride should I live to return.
Remember when you voted for Sheriff Allerton for governor?
I certainly do.
Was he better looking than I?
Oh, Danforth, gross. No, my sisters thought you might be a raging lunatic.
Please tell your sisters that they were right. Get your coat. I'll have them ready the carriage.
To my cousins?
To your cousins.
Drink more water.
Never had any.
That's not the point. Come here.
Dear Jamie, don't leave me, I pray, do not leave me. Out on the wide ocean, death will be thy portion. Can't you make yourself happy with me on the shore?
It's good of you all to join us.
Lady Collins' old odd cousin breaks us out. We're not going to not show up.
Time is short. Took me longer than it should have to realize I have not the moral fortitude to watch Missy hang. So here I am to assist in any breakout schemes or... God, I haven't even been president a month.
Welcome to the crew, Mr. President. Would you like a hat? We could find you a pirate hat.
You have a plan or you want to hear ours?
You have more experience with plans, I'd imagine.
You sent us the fashion plates. Oh, Miss Barber! I hope you liked them. I hear you've been writing.
At last, a jury has been chosen and a public trial date set. Judge Cyrus Griffin will preside.
Poor Jane, she fell into the arms of her sailor, wrung her hands on the beach, and wept bitterly.
Hey! Hey!
At your service, Captain. Can I get you a chaplain? Could steal the thunder right out of this trial with a confession.
I don't want a chaplain, I want a lawyer. Get Sheriff What's-His-Ass. They've got it all wrong. Missy Black is innocent.
What are you doing?
I forced her into all of it. This was all done under compulsion. It's my fault.
No. You can't say that. I won't let you.
What am I going to do, hang me twice? Besides, it's all true.
It's not.
You had a fine life before. This is my fault. I forced you into destruction.
No one pushed me anywhere. And it'll ruin the ballads if when we die, and you're the villain. Please, I can't sleep.
Your Honor, estimable gentlemen, each of our brave Navy men agrees. The pirates Black willfully and specifically sank the good ship of patriots on the Neptune's
Whore?
Paramour. This was an overt act of war. The defendant's testimony is negligible, and their characters deficient. Need you hear any more? Oh, you may not need to, but you shall want to. His Excellency President Danforth Collins has volunteered to testify.
What? Jericho, what the hell? What the hell?
I don't know.
I'm sick. I'm gonna get sick.
Mr. President, thank you for joining us.
Anything I can do to ensure the right outcome in this case.
You knew Mrs. Black in her youth in New Haven, is that true?
It is.
Did you stay intimate into her, shall we say, infamous period?
Intimate? Lord, no. Mrs. Black married in 98, and I've always had the utmost respect for her marriage.
Let me rephrase. Did you know of Mrs. Black's crimes?
Oh, of course.
And how were you made aware of them?
I confess I was often involved.
Please elaborate, Mr. President.
Mr. Allerton may recall, Mrs. Black and I stole anti-ratification literature, claiming to be Clinton's assistants. Mrs. Black also absconded from a governor's ball with a lemon cake, coffee set, and half a wild duck. The dishes were returned, but we never saw the duck again.
And how did she gain access to this event?
I let her in because I was sad and lonely. Keep up, Mr. Allerton. Once Mrs. Black started a street brawl, which I attempted to mediate, though the court may note the men involved had assaulted a lady. I can't change my past, but I can apologize before my country and reaffirm my commitment to looking out for her, as I have attempted to do since we've met.
Hey, let us in! Let us in! Let us in!
The court recognizes the Penzance chapter of the Daughters of the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Your Honor. We've come to plead on behalf of these poor sinners.
That's kind of you, dear girls.
Let's remember, the Blacks are traitors to the United States.
We're not from here. We don't care about that.
Sir, despite her fall from grace, Missy Black protects women from abuses of power, and we beg mercy for her.
And her husband.
President Collins, please.
The poor women of the city have assembled to make their case, and since I doubt you'll let them in, I wrote it down. Missy Black's bravery gave me the courage to leave my husband.
Ooh, is that too incendiary for the court?
If you hang Missy Black, it's a shame. So what if she's made a mistake? She'll hang while Cyrus Griffin walks tall. You, Nelson? You're mentioned a few times. Bastard.
Order! Order!
Mrs. Black means a great deal to many people, Mr. President.
Believe me, I know. And leave those with me, I'll see they're investigated. But
We know you'll do the right thing. We all voted for you.
how can I claim to uphold the law if old friends get special exceptions?
All right then, cover your faces.
Bailiff, give me my courage! Stop! Someone stop him! You won't get away! Oh!
Quit showing off.
You love it.
Dear President and Mrs. Collins, Merry Christmas from the Sword of Selma. To thank you for your hand in our escape, because I can't thank you enough. Find enclosed the best possible hibiscus tea. You're welcome. And a drawing of the Roman Senate by our own Vika Song. You're welcome. Also, I noticed we still got convicted of treason and sentenced to hang, which does scupper my American travel plans. For Christmas, I want a presidential pardon.
My dear Captain, as I explained, my love of justice and some really nosy Democratic Republicans make pardon impossible. Besides, I'm swamped firing everyone in Miss Barber's expose. I'll consider commuting your sentences.
Respectable Danforth. That's cheap and you know it, and on Christmas!
Most honorable Missy, it's true. And after you so kindly sent the tea and drawing,
We've returned to my beloved Brazil for a long vacation and an examination of our mission. But, never fear, we'll find the right cause to be back on our adventures, bolder than ever.
I like that you say never fear and follow it with something especially designed to make me fear. It is so good to hear from you again.
And you, my favorite Danforth.
As ever, yours,
Fondly.
Danforth Collins, President.
Captain Missy Black.